Hello everyone, it is Monday, February 27th, 2023, and I am getting back to normal life, I guess, since my show ended. It is 7 p.m., so where have I been all day? Basically, I woke up pretty late-ish. My roommate had class at 2, but the maintenance people were supposed to come by and fix our AC, or at least look at it, so I couldn't leave the apartment because we wanted to make sure someone was home. So I just stayed at home for, most of the afternoon. He ended up coming back at around 3:30, 4, and that's when I was able to leave. So I left and went to the apartment complex coffee shop, and I was there for around 2 hours just getting work done, uploading the vlog from the weekend, which, as I was watching it, I thought it was pretty, like there was actually content in it, which it was fun seeing it again about the drag show and everything. I also filed my unemployment for the week. I have 2 interviews upcoming this week. I think I've told you guys before. I have I have the senior position on Thursday. We just finalized the time. It's in the morning. I have the second one that I'm still waiting to hear back from her, but it's a second round interview with the hiring manager. Hopefully it won't be tomorrow, so hopefully it'll be Wednesday. I don't want to do Thursday because I'm already having one, unless later on in the day. I could do Friday, but that's late in the week. I would rather do earlier in the week. And then I started emailing people about my March show. Literally, I just got done with February, and now I'm working on March, and I was working on the March flyer, but I don't know what happened, but it didn't save any of my work. So I'm annoyed, so I basically have to redo that all over again at some point, probably tomorrow. I'll talk more about the show when I get home and kind of just do a little sit down talky talk. And right now I'm going grocery shopping. So yeah, I did not go to the gym today. I've dressed for the gym. I would rather just go tomorrow early, fix my sleep schedule, wake up early, go to the gym, and kind of get back into that flow of things. But I am about to go get some groceries because I need it. I am not going to go get groceries because I left my wallet at home. And this Kroger only takes, does not do Apple Pay. So might go to the Publix that's near my house. That's kind of scary, or just go home. But I think I'm gonna go to Publix. Okay, I just took 3 melatonin, so I'm about to be zooted. I want to go to sleep early so I can wake up early. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's 9 o'clock. But let's go into my little drag show recap. So obviously Saturday night was my drag show. I wish I remembered to film, but y'all, literally when you're in the moment, I just had so much stuff that I needed to do. I got there at around a little after 6:30. The show was supposed to start at 8, so I had an hour and a half. I literally had to do everything. I had to put 50 flyers in everyone's seat. I had to put everyone's little seat reservation name tag down. I had to get dressed into my first outfit. I had to talk to the cast and crew. The cast members were slowly coming in. They were all pretty much late. One literally showed up maybe 20 minutes before the show started. And just making sure that everything was correct. So obviously when you're caught up in the moment, you can't remember stuff oh, I should be filming. But yeah, everything went really well. I don't even know where to start. I guess first of all, I was a little nervous because, like I said before, as I've been planning this, it cost $350. $300 was for the venue, I believe. I know $50 was for the person to work the front door, which I was paying for anyways, so I just got one of their employees to do it. So overall, it was $350 flat fee for the workers and the venue. My tickets were being sold for $15. Obviously, when you sell a ticket for $15, you don't make the whole $15. You get a percent of that, because it gets taxed and everything, and plus the other people end up paying more because they have to pay for all the fees and stuff. So for them, it was like 19 something dollars to come to my show. I was a little worried because maybe like a week before the show occurred, I had only sold 20 tickets. So, I mean, obviously do the math. Like, I owed the venue $350. I paid my performers, a set rate. I had 3 of them that I had booked. So I had to pay for them, pay for the venue. Then everything left over would be a profit. But, like, not really, because, I had to pay for stuff to, like, make my outfit. I had to pay for, like, get stuff like gas, my time. I had to pay for, like, the food and drinks I bought for the show day from Whole Foods, which I ended up not eating or drinking any of that. So, like, honestly, I don't make, like, much of a profit. But I was worried because I was like, oh, tickets aren't really selling. I'm not gonna have money. Like, I'm gonna owe people money. Blah, blah, blah. I'm basically gotta be out of pocket myself. Which, I'm, as someone who's, like, starting out in the production field, like, you have to lose some to get some. I can't come out here expecting to make hundreds and thousands of dollars when it's like, who am I? Like, I don't have the experience. I barely have the name, the recognition. It's just a process. You have to pay your dues. Well, within the last, like, 2 days, especially, like, the day up, everyone just decided to buy their tickets. Like, everyone that I had to, like, people I had asked to buy tickets, other people asked to buy tickets, and eventually it ended up being a sold-out show, which I was surprised. Like, I mean, that was the goal, but, like, leading up to it, I didn't think it was going to be achievable, but we got there. And not only was it a sold-out... What the fuck is that noise? See, people just be doing too damn much. Anyways, but yeah, it ended up, not only was it sold out, we actually oversold because people just showed up to the venue with not knowing that they needed to buy tickets. They knew they had to pay, but they didn't know it was sold out and that you had to buy it online. But the girl at the front desk, she didn't turn anyone away. If you showed up, just give us $15 and, you might not have a seat, but you can come to the show. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And also the fact that it was a venue specifically for the show. Like, it's not a bar. It's not like you are only literally coming there to watch the show. And, people showed up. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. I don't owe anyone money. I actually made a profit. The profit that I was expecting, because I did sell. I did oversell, they didn't put the tickets through Eventbrite, that, like, the tickets that we oversold. So I wonder, like, what, like, where that money is. They did say that the owner of, the studio would reach out to me, but I haven't heard anything yet. So I don't know how much we went over and, like, where that money is, but I should be hearing something from someone. But yeah, aside from that, great cast, great crew, great audience. I was really happy. In terms of my performances, my first performance, which was the main one, literally could not remember any of the words. And, it was my first time performing there, first time performing on that stage. So, it was all a new experience, but now I know what it's like. I know that I'm not going to be able to see anyone in that back half of the room because the spotlight is going to be shining in my face. I'm gonna know, like, I didn't really go around getting tips. I was just more so performing on the stage because, that's just, that in the moment, that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to focus around going around, oh, give me your money, whatever. But, now I know for next time. So that was the first performance. The look was really good. I got lots of compliments from wearing pads and boobs. I feel like that really elevated my drag. And so I do want to start doing that more in the future. My second performance was the ballad. I thought I did a good job. Nothing really much to say that. In terms of hosting, I was like 1,000% more comfortable hosting the second time versus the first time. Because, you know, the first time I had never done it. At least this time I had the experience from the last show. And it was more people, I mean, there were a lot of people I didn't know. But it was also, I feel like, a smaller, more intimate crowd. Definitely less than my debut show. Because my debut show would have been over 50 people. But it just felt more intimate. Like, I was just hanging out with my friends. So I felt more comfortable. I didn't rehearse anything. So it was literally all off the top of my head. And I think I did a better job. Definitely, like I said, I was definitely more comfortable. I mean, there were things that didn't land. There were some awkward pauses. But instead of making it awkward, I literally acknowledged the awkward pauses. I was like, oh y'all, this is my second time hosting ever. So if there are awkward pauses, you know, just, you know, it's all part of growing. It's all part of the process, you know. So that was basically it. I had a really good time. Everything went well. Once the show was over, we did well on time. I mean, we started like half an hour late, but we ended at 10, which is when I wanted it to end. Afterwards, you know, mingled with the crowd some. Everyone started leaving. And then, you know, I packed my bags, made sure everything was good at the venue, and then I was left. I think I was the last person to leave, on my side of things. Some of my friends ended up going out. I would have gone out, but I thought we were all gonna meet at my place before we left to the bars, but they went straight to the bars, and I didn't want to just Uber by myself at that point, because like I wasn't drunk yet. It was a little too early than usual. So I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna chill at home. So yes, you have literally seen the process for me having a show. Well, I guess when I started filming, you saw my show getting canceled, me trying to find a new venue, finding a venue, putting together the cast, the performances, literally doing everything up to the show day, and now it's post-show day. The next day, I did all of my like administrative stuff. I scheduled the payout from Eventbrite. I paid all my performers. In terms of the venue, everything was already paid for because they wanted that before we performed. I got my photos. I'm gonna need to schedule my social media post for the show, and like you saw earlier in this video, I'm preparing for the next show. This is what I chose to do. So yeah, my next show is going to be at the end of March. I think we have like one more day left of February, but yeah, at the end of March. I actually double booked. So one of the performers in this next show, because all my shows have different performers. One of the performers in my next show is actually the leader of a group I'm in, which is an all Asian drag performing group, and we have shows and stuff. And so kind of like our reboot, we're rebooting it, and he set the show to be the exact same day that we have our show, the same show he is in with me. So we both are gonna do this show, then right after that go to a different bar and do the next show with like maybe 30 minutes in between. I don't know, we gotta figure that out. But yeah, I double book, so I have 2 shows in one night, which means 4 performances in a couple of hours. But yeah, besides that, I'm already working on the flyer, getting in touch with everyone, and that's, I guess, going to be the next main drag show thing. After this March show, I don't know if I want to continue doing monthly. The plan was never monthly, it was always bi-monthly, but because of everything that has been going on, I decided to do monthly. So I'll either do April, but if I'm tired, I'll just skip April and do May. So yeah, besides that, everything's gonna go back to normal somewhat for the time being. I want to go back to the gym because, you know, I took a couple of days off because of the show and everything. I need to definitely clean up, reset my apartment, reset my car. Like, I still haven't unpacked anything. Everything's still in my car right now, and it's been like 2 nights, you know. Definitely clean, reset, continue this job process. Like I said, I have 2 interviews this week. Hopefully, I wanted to have a job. I mean, wanted to be done with interviews and stuff by May 1st, but March 1st. But obviously that's not happening because interviews actually take a while, especially like Like, from when I hear back from them, it's like a week in between that and the actual first interviews. And of course, there's always got to be more rounds of interviews. But I'm pretty confident in that. I've gotten several offers, several people have reached out, and even I haven't exhausted all the potential opportunities out there, because, you know, it hasn't been my #1 priority. What else do I have going on? I guess that's the main thing, you know, continue getting money from unemployment. Definitely this is going to give me money. The show's gonna give me money. Rent is due in like 2 days, I suppose. So, I mean, like I've said, I've been comfortable. A lot of people have reached out to me, or like my friends have been like, you know, if you ever need any money, just let us know, girl, like it's fine. But like, thankfully I'm in a place where I'm pretty financially stable and secure, so not freaking out about that yet. But would definitely like to get a job in March and be working by the end of March. That's the goal, at least. Of course, if I didn't have to work, I would also enjoy that. But yeah, I just wanted to have a little sit down, come to Jesus meeting, a little recap about everything lately. And tomorrow, the journey continues. And until then, I think the melatonin is kicking in, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Also, some last minute thoughts. Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, I started this with the intention of seeing if I liked this side of, you know, production, hosting even, and seeing if I enjoy it enough to continue doing it. And I actually really do enjoy it. It's a lot of fucking work, it's a lot of fucking stress, but at the end of the day, I enjoy being in charge. And maybe that's just the fucking perfectionist alpha in me. I just like being the one making all the decisions, being in charge, making, you know, doing everything that needs to be done. I've always said if I could do everything myself, I would. And in a way, having a show kind of is basically that. I am even enjoying hosting. Like, it is nerve-wracking, but then like I get on the mic and it's just words come out. Now I'm not the best at it, obviously, because it's still new, but like, it's just fun. I don't know. It literally feels like stand-up comedy almost, because you just have to be on the stage, cracking jokes the whole time. So yeah, just being able to produce, being able to host, being able to perform. This was my first performance of the year. It's all like, I don't know, it's kind of like reinvigorating me and like letting me find the passion in it again. Of course, my biggest concern has always been if I were to do a weekly show, not even hosting it, like, or producing it, just being in a weekly show and performing, that I would just get burnt out super quickly, and I still believe that, which is why I really don't want to do that. Not that any other opportunities have like arisen for me to have that chance besides the ones that I've had in the past, but I don't know. I just really enjoy it thus far. And I want to get to the point where I am kind of like a force to be reckoned with in terms of the local scene, because there's not really that many drag producers, and I just want to be one of the main ones, and to be able to grow and do more and to do bigger and to do better. That's the goal.